Dave Palumbo from Muscle Serpents Daily, and what's up, guys? And I'm here with this beautiful tri-stripe female, and the reason I got her out is because I got a litter, not from her, but from another female, and I'm going to talk about her in a minute. Tri-stripe is a recessive gene that creates 3 stripes, just what it says, tri-stripe. 1 dorsal stripe and then 1 on each side. And the tri-stripe gene is interesting because it's expressed differently in different snakes. Some have a complete stripe, some have broken up stripe, but it's a recessive trait. And I think it looks really cool because it really changes the pattern a lot. And there's not that many different pattern mutations in, ball python breeding. So this is something that I find really cool. I've bred her before. She's been bred this year. I don't know if she's going to go or not, but I have a pair of double het tri-stripe caramels. Caramel obviously being a T-positive albino, tri-stripe obviously being this. If we can produce tri-stripe caramels, which is going to be really tough, it's a 1 in 16 chance, it'll be awesome. We're going to check a look, pull a clutch of eggs. I'm also going to show you a great project that I am in the process of doing. This is a long-term project, of course, and it is an exciting FREEWAY project. So stay tuned and check it out. All right, we're going to be pulling this really cool clutch. This is a double het tri-stripe caramel, from a caramel T-positive, tri-stripe 3 stripes, to a double het tri-stripe caramel. So both the same, mama and papa. And we got a bunch of eggs here. This is her first clutch. She wasn't a huge female, but she had some good size in her. She was a good eater, and she did really well. We're gonna gently pull her off here. These eggs are kind of wrapped up in these paper towels here. I don't know why. There wasn't a lot of eggs. There's one random here. There's another one here. Kind of feel weird, but maybe they just need a little moisture. We'll peel these eggs off here. So she had 5. We're going to check for veins and arteries and embryos in there. Mama did good. She's empty. I always check her to make sure that she got all the eggs out. You can tell she's real hollowed out. Hopefully she'll start eating right away. And we'll get her back in action for next season. So she did good. Mama did good. Now we could pray. We got a 1 in 16 chance of hitting what we want, but you never know. 6 eggs or 5 eggs. We'll have to flip a coin. We're gonna wash her up, put her in a clean tub, and we're gonna pull these eggs. All right, I got her in the sink now. I'm gonna wash her off, get that egg scent off of her. I usually use a little bit of soap just to kind of also give her a better smell, take away that egg smell, because that egg smell, when they smell eggs, they don't want to eat because they're thinking, I gotta lay on my eggs and keep them warm. But if you can get that egg smell away from her, put her in a fresh tub, they'll start eating faster. And that's a trick I use, and it usually works pretty much every time. Sometimes they're a little stubborn. Sometimes they'll wait till they shed it once and then eat. But some of them are voracious eaters right after they give birth. So we're gonna put her in a tub now. We're gonna let her rest up a little bit. She's tired probably from laying those eggs. And then we'll try to feed her maybe tomorrow. All right, we're here in the dark, and the reason we're in the dark is we're going to take these eggs and we're going to candle them with my phone and see if we can see anything. Right off the bat, I see a nice embryo and I see some blood vessels here. As you turn the egg, you can see on the bottom of the egg there's nothing. And then as we go to the front of the egg, we have action here. There's the embryo right there, and there's some vessels feeding that. And that's what we want to see because that's going to tell us we have a good egg, and this is the upside of the egg. So we'll put this in the egg box, and then we'll go to the next one. Once again, we'll do that again. There we find our embryo right there. And you can see it moving around. We got vessels. Not a ton of vessels, but enough. That looks good. We'll put this back here. And then we'll check this one. Sometimes they don't have a lot of vessels, but those are the ones that usually don't go good, but go well, I should say. This has got some vessels, but I'm trying to find where I want the up part of the egg. It's kind of hard to see. The egg is kind of weird. You see it's got all this like kind of marbling on it. I don't know what that is exactly. Probably just take a look here around here, make sure everything's good. Obviously this is the right side up on the egg. It's just, there we go, right there's the embryo. Small. We'll see, hopefully these are good. The fact that we're seeing veins and stuff like that, that's blood vessels feeding those. Even if the embryos are a little small, that's okay. And here we got it right here. So we got a little smudge spot there. It's amazing that in 60 days these things turn to fully formed snakes in the incubator. It's incredible. And then the last egg, number 5. This one's a good one. That's pretty easy. You see that little circle, that little air pocket there? That's what we want to see. And we'll put this in here. And then what I do is I grab a marker and I'm going to mark the top of these eggs so I know what's up in case they roll. I know how to reset them, so to speak. All right, I'm sitting here on the floor outside because I wanted to be able to show you some nice colors. This is an ivory, which we all know is a super yellow belly, but it's a special type of ivory. This is an ivory ULTRAMEL male that I bought. Look at the eyes. It's almost like a ruby-ish looking eye. Really weird. ULTRAMEL is a T positive albino, which means it doesn't have all the melanin removed. It has some of it. It has like a, so you get like a brownish, yellowish, reddish looking, I mean orangish looking snake. I love ULTRAMELs. I got a lot of ULTRAMEL stuff. This male is very important to me, and I'm going to show you why. I bred him to an asphalt female this year, and the idea was to produce freeways because we know that the yellow belly gene combined with the asphalt gene creates a freeway, which is a wacky looking snake, and my goal has been to make an ULTRAMEL freeway, but there's a couple steps you got to take on the way to doing that. So we bred him super yellow belly, okay, ULTRAMEL, visual ULTRAMEL, even though you don't see it because the super yellow belly or the ivory takes away the ULTRAMEL coloration, and we bred him to this asphalt female I have, and this is what we produced. I'll show you the stunners. And we hit 3 freeways, which are awesome because the odds didn't say we were going to hit that many. We got 3 freeways. This is yellow belly asphalt, but they're all 100% ULTRAMEL. So if we take these and breed them back to each other in the future, we can produce some potentially freeway ULTRAMELs, and that would be the goal. And this guy all made it happen. Once again, freeway alone is really cool. I mean, you can see this is a very cool looking snake. All of them are. And yet they have a hidden factor in there that they're all het ULTRAMEL. And I believe we have, I think 2 of these are females. I don't remember, I sexed them, I don't remember. I think 2 of these are females and 1 is a male, which would be perfect. Now these here are going to be all yellow belly, okay? Because remember, he's an ivory, so if we didn't hit the freeway, we have to have a yellow belly here because he throws only yellow belly. So these are going to be yellow belly het ULTRAMEL, which are pretty cool too. So we got some females, we got some males here. It was a pretty even clutch, but these are the ones I really am excited about, okay? Because this is something we can make some cool stuff with. What will a freeway ULTRAMEL look like? I don't think anyone's produced one. If they have, send it over to me. I'd love to see what it looked like, but I know it's going to be cool. And this is called future tech, future planning. You know, not everything happens in the first generation. Sometimes you just gotta, be patient and produce some intermediary stuff. And the cool thing is this intermediate stuff is really cool. So I'm gonna probably wind up holding back the whole clutch. Maybe I'll sell 1 pair, but more than likely I'll keep back most of it because I really want to see what an ULTRAMEL is. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed all the info on the Tri-Stripe project, and hopefully we're going to hit some great odds with those eggs. This is our first time laying a clutch, and they look pretty decent, the eggs. I hope it turns out for the best. I mean, all I can do is keep my fingers crossed at this point. It is pretty big odds we're asking on, but you never know. Sometimes the odds gods are blessing you. And of course, that ULTRAMEL freeway project that could happen sometime in the future is something I'm really looking forward to because I know it's going to look awesome. I hope you're enjoying all this content we're putting out here. If you are, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, hit the like button. See you back tomorrow morning.